Michael here again. Man, I love what I do. But if I'm honest, I haven't always. You know, there are times that when I was an executive pastor for Brian Houston, it seemed like I come out of business and it seemed like I knew exactly what I needed to do. When I started to think about, and God was stirring my heart about becoming a lead pastor, oh man, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I had lists of things. This is the kind of church it was going to be, this is what I'm going to do, and all that kind of stuff. And I went into that with a fire in my belly and such clarity in my thinking. It was amazing. You say, what happened? You're getting ahead of me. The fact is that as things started to unfold, and there's the normal honeymoon for the first 12 months or so, but as things started to unfold, and I got a few kicks in the guts, can I say that? Hitting the chops, and I just started to panic a little bit. I think as a leader, I had this strategic thing, and I was going to do this, and we're going to focus on that, and all that kind of stuff. But I think I started to panic, and so without it wasn't a conscious decision to think about busyness and activity, and that if we did more, that would be the answer. And you know what? Now I know that's a really common scenario with a lot of leaders, where we click out of that strategic thing, and somehow we start to kind of panic. I think that's a good word for it, actually. And so we put on another event, and we put on another activity, and if we preach harder, and we do more, and we do an evangelism campaign, then somehow, somewhere, it's going to click. I remember one of my elders in the early days asked me something. He said, "So what's your plan?" And I said, "Well, we've got this evangelist coming," and honestly, and I'm a bit embarrassed to think about it right now. And then we're gonna see a whole lot of souls saved. It was so tactical, and you think, what's wrong with that? Now, there's nothing wrong with doing a campaign and having someone come, but for me, it was like this, and though I was chilled and I was cool, or I thought I was, it didn't somehow come off. I didn't get the traction that I thought I would. And so if I reflect on that, it's been a journey over 30 or so years of just coming to grips with, at the end of the day, what really is important. And I don't know whether you can see this, but just imagine this is a kind of a triangle right here. On one side is vision and culture, and you just can't do anything. If you're a leader, you need to understand that you've got to have a powerful vision that is imparted to like, it's got to live in you and breathe in you, and you've got to be able to impart that. And there's a bit of a science to that as well as an art. And then on this side of the triangle, there's strategy, focus strategy, and systems. And before you shout me down and go, that's corporate and so forth, you just got to pray more, you've just got to read the word more. It's like, give me a break. Let's read the Bible, shall we? Jesus said, "I will build my church," but he never promised to make one disciple. Come on, that's our job. And so it's not all foo-foo, it's all about God. He condescended to partner with us. And, in Paul talking to the Corinthians in 2 Corinthians 3, he says, it's God that brings the increase. And a lot of people stop there. But read the whole verse. The first bit says, one sows and another waters. And so all we're about is helping leaders, and we've probably had 4,000 hours talking to amazing pastors all over the world, and they're praying already, and they're preaching already, and they're trying to do their best. So if you're not a pastor, please don't. This is all about disciple making. It's all about transformed lives. It's all about us partnering with heaven. So on one hand, we've got vision and culture. On the other hand, We've got strategy, like focus strategy, and the processes, the systems that sort it out. Now, this will please some of you. And then underneath that, the third part of the triangle is discipleship and transformation. Because at the end of the day, that's the ministry component. We're called to make disciples. Vision and culture, strategy and systems, and discipleship and transformation. You put those three together, and we've made that our life calling to help pastors hone that. Man, if I think about the time that when we were just busy, and if I had that, just that simple thing that says, you mean I can get my head around this? Yes, you can. And I've spoken to many young pastors, and a couple I can think of right now, who felt like they'd topped out. They said, "Is this all there is, God? Is this it? I'm done. I've got 150 people," and they realised there was more to vision than just spruiking something once. There's more to culture than just writing it down. 10 points. These are our values. There's more to strategy than and there are systems. Yeah, systems and processes are the only way to reproduce excellence. Boom. But it's all about, it's all about transforming lives. It's all about disciple making. You see people just getting breakthroughs in their life, and then they want to do that with others, and we build the process around so that's reproducible. Oh man. Look, I hope that's been helpful. I wish it would have been helpful for me like about 25 years ago. And so if you're a lead pastor, I want you to do this. Drop me a message. If this is helpful to you, drop me a message. Say hi. And if you've got any questions at all, then why don't you ask? Hope you've enjoyed it. See ya.